get up here and have this. I'm about to mess this up real bad. How am I do this?
There was a time my house was neat and so was I was thinner back then. I would go out with my friends, but somehow that's gone bye-bye. Now I look around, there are piles strewn about. Is this dirty or clean? I'm finding out what it means. This is not just a house, it's a depression nest. I don't know how I got here. Depression nest, I don't know where to start. Depression nest caving in on me. My life is simply falling apart. Depression nest. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Tracy May. Welcome back to Depression Nest, the show where I'm trying to declutter and redesign my home and my mind. As y'all can see, from last week, we were working on the box trim, and I couldn't decide if I needed to put the box trim up first or put the crown molding up first. And I just went ahead and went with the crown molding. I've never done it before, so I was really procrastinating and avoiding it. And rightfully so. The crown molding definitely put me in my place and put me on punishment, sat me down, took me in an emotional whirlwind. It really did its big one. It takes control. It's the dom and I'm the sub. Y'all nasty. Anyway. So yeah, let's just get straight into it.
All right, y'all. I am going to make another attempt at figuring out the crown molding because we're not giving up. No. We are not giving up. We have to do this. And I feel like once I get the hang of it, the flow, it's gonna be...
Wait for it. Here it comes. Almost there.
Easy.
I know. That's just how I feel. I don't know. We just have to get there. If I could just figure out a way to make all of my corners meet, I really don't care how the slope is to get there. I just need it to look straightish. You feel me? Okay, y'all, I am going to attempt to put this first piece up. I'm gonna start with this, applying this on just the parts of the crown molding that touch the wall and the ceiling. Then I'm going to go through with my pen nailer. This is a 23 gauge, very tiny pen nails. And I'm gonna shoot pen nails. It would be good to try to shoot them into a stud, but they're so tiny, I don't care. I just need something to tack it up there while the glue is setting up. Does that make sense? My biggest concern so far is making it look straight and making sure that my corners connect. So that's why I said I think it's gonna be easy once I figure it out, because it's literally just gluing down the piece and then putting it up there and then going floop, 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 floop. I think the hardest part is gonna be making the cuts the right way. Because everybody knows that's the hardest part about crown molding. Crown molding, you may have won this time. Once I figure out these crooked ass walls and ceilings, It's over for you, crown molding.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned from YouTube. And have this. I'm about to mess this up real bad. How am I do this? How about I do it like this? And then I get up the ladder. Hold it together, Tracy. You got this, mamas.
4 hours later.
I'm scared. Oh God. I didn't think this through. Or maybe I did and this is the best that I had. Just gonna alternate. Ooh. My head is too heavy. Oh my God. Does it look dumb? No. Okay, it doesn't look dumb.
Yay!
Here's where the glue got on the ceiling. And here's where, I'm not worried about this one too much because I'm gonna caulk, you know, the bottom. But this one is a little low. It's like, dang, how do I do this without it, you know, getting on the wall like that? See where I put this piece of tape right here? This is like 18 inches in from the end. And in the instructions, it said to leave the last 18 inches loose. Like don't glue or nail it. Because you need some wiggle room. You need to be able to like move it up and down once you put the next piece in to join them together. And they also said you don't have to hit that bevel. Like you could just do a straight cut. Oh, I was supposed to cut that. Oh, like cut it straight so that they meet up, you know, very well. But I didn't cut this one. So that's a oopsie on my part because I'm not about to take it down. But we did it. We put a piece of crown up, y'all. Only 8,010,425,600,000,000 more pieces. Okay, so then once I cut it like this, I have to go in and make it so that you can't see any of this part from the outside. I really don't see how this gonna fit on there like that. Like that angle looks so sharp. Come on, man. Hold on, my arm got tired, y'all. Maybe I'm pushing too hard, or let me go soft. Yeah, soft. Handle me gently. That's what it said. Gotta be gentle with it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This little top part right here. Okay. Okay. Did I cope? I still haven't coped with life, but I think we coped this piece. So you can't see any of the foam from the front, and I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So now let's go see if this fits. Oh wait, let me not forget to chop off that other end. Okay, so imagine this is the wall that's already there. And then this is coming up to join it. This is coming up to join it. Does it join, bitch? Maybe I didn't cut it back enough. It's hitting the back part right here. It's hitting that back part and it's not letting it like slide into place. So if I put this up there, this is already on the wall, then this comes in. Why isn't that connecting? Like this little part right here, this part right here should be right here. Like it should nestle into that part, but it's not even trying.
And we make our cut. Now, the right side of this piece will butt up against our third piece. With wood, you might do a mitered corner at a joint, but the polyurethane is pretty uniform, so we can just butt the two pieces together. It's a lot easier.
If I would have cut the other way, I have no idea. I can't even imagine it.
My financial advisor said I gotta get a job, and she was serious. Like, she actually took a piece of paper off of her desk on a video call and hit me through the camera. I'm devastated. I thought that I could find something else to be profitable or like lucrative for me. And it's just not happening. I feel like a failure. I feel like every time I'm making strides to feel better, like every time I'm right at the precipice of like feeling good again, something sends me tumbling right on down. Like, am I not supposed to be happy? Like, if I'm supposed to be miserable forever, like, just say that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, I have been working on one corner all day. This coped corner, I had to freaking chisel the back of it so that it would fit. Like, I was up there doing stuff like a freaking cobbler. Like I was cobbling some shoes. See?
When I say it took me all day to get here, y'all, it was to the point, it was so crazy. After like maybe 7 attempts, right? And I'm following the video that they sent. Y'all, tell me why. After like 7 times of trying to do it, I finally was like, I'm gonna call the company because I don't know what the hell going on. And I don't think their instructions actually work for this kind of molding, because the molding is flat on one side. This part is flat against the wall and this part is coved. I know half of y'all watching this like, girl, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I completely understand, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I called the company. First of all, Udecor. Like, we need to work together at some point, because Udecor, the customer service, top tier. Top freaking tier, okay? I said, hey, I spoke to this guy named Jason. I said, hey, Jason, I am working on crown molding number 2067, and I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to cope a corner, and I'm following the instructions, and it's just not working out for me, right? So I told him, he asked me to send him pictures of what I had tried. So I sent him a couple pictures of what I had tried, and he was like, interesting. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. And then he said, you know what? Let me swing down to the warehouse and cut me a couple pieces, and then I'll try to do it myself, and so that way I can explain it to you better. Okay, sure. He said, I'm gonna call you back when I figure it out. Boom. Maybe about 2 hours later, he calls me back. He was like, wow, you really gave me a challenge. I said, see, it wasn't easy. This is how long I've been sitting here. Look. 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 I told y'all I was whittling away like a cobbler. I had such a bad day yesterday. I really wanted something to make me feel better, but at least I got the coped edge. I'm happy about that. So anyway, he sent me pictures of his attempt, and he was like, so the thing that I found that you really have to focus on is cutting that angle into the back of every section. And so, whereas I was coping some of this foam part like a little bit, but he was like, no, you got to cut that thing all the way back. That's why I was whittling, and that's why all of this stuff is on the ground. And I still have to do one for the left hand side. So I hope it's easier now that I have the design. He also said he liked my paint color, because, you know, the picture I sent him had, you know, my pieces are already painted. So he was like, oh, I really love this paint color. Thanks, Jason. You're a doll. I watched the whole series of Forever on Netflix. The whole series, and I'm on episode 5 of All American. That's how long I've been doing this. When I say all day from morning till now, it is 7:48 p.m. Let me tell you something about those ADHD meds. I would have gave up on that a long time ago. Okay? Them things had me focused, and I wouldn't give up. I was making little patterns and everything, trying to help myself cut out the thing, but this part is straight and this part is at an angle like this. This is how the molding sits on the wall and the ceiling. So it was hard for me to try to figure out how to draw this part at an angle and keep this part straight. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, it was like I was drawing like this on the piece. I had to cut it out like that. But from the side, it looked like this. I couldn't just cut it straight like this because it didn't work. I tried that. It didn't work. I tried everything. I didn't even record because I knew my camera wasn't gonna last. I was like, I'm gonna just show them when I get it finally, and I'm gonna show them what I had to do. I have one more corner to do. I am gonna send, when I finish with it, I'm gonna send Jason an email and be like, I did it. No, he really was helpful. Like what he told me to do, it actually worked and it got me on the right path. My financial advisor telling me that I need to get a job has really dampened my spirit. And in therapy, I talked about it. And I do EMDR therapy, so we sort of like dove into why work is so triggering for me and like why I've been avoiding it or whatever. And I realized that work is traumatic for me. All of those microaggressions and trying to regulate my emotions when nobody else has to regulate their emotions at work. Like literally, I've seen white men get mad and swipe everything off of their desk at work. One time I was quiet, and I'm not normally quiet, okay? One time I was quiet. Tracy, what's up with the attitude? I've said not a word. What are we talking about? As soon as I'm quiet, I got an attitude? I can't win. I cannot win. In advertising specifically, like if you are Black or brown or somebody of any culture, they use you until the well runs dry. Okay, they want to, we got a campaign for some Black Tracy, let's get Tracy on there. And then they tap into your brain and drain it of everything. I don't even know how I can explain this to y'all, but on one hand, it is up to Black people to be in the room so that the commercials and the ads get better and more culturally appropriate and aware, right? And correct, culturally correct, right? On the other hand, I want to work on regular shit too. Like, don't just pull me into projects because it's some Black shit. Like, the Pantene Black hair care line, pull Tracy on that, Like, I understand that you want my insights, but at the same time, you literally are just draining me for my culture. And it feels so bad, y'all. It feels so bad. I would come home and just feel so depleted and almost like I was shucking and jiving. That's what it felt like whenever I would come home, because I haven't been myself. Now, I don't code switch. I still talk like this. You know what I'm saying? I talk like this. I probably don't talk this bad when I'm, talking to a client or something like that. But I talk like this at work. Okay? I stopped code switching a long time ago when I lived in New York. But even though I'm not code switching, I'm using my regular voice, I'm still not myself. I cannot be myself at work. I have to be this sort of robotic, always happy version of, I can't do it, y'all. And I know that this is like totally first world problems or whatever. Like, people are getting bombed right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so ridiculous to be crying about. But at the same time, I was losing myself. I was losing myself. And I needed this time. I took this time to try to figure out myself. And I've been feeling better. My cocktail of medication is working. And I've been feeling better. I've been actually tackling things. I haven't just been in the vegetative state in my bed all day and all week and all month. Like, I've been doing things. I guess I'm just afraid that if I start back working, my mental health will suffer. I know it will suffer. I just want to let y'all know that I'm going to keep trying, you know. When I get a job, y'all will probably notice a difference in me. I don't have a job now, so I'm trying not to fret about it. But y'all know I be anxious about stuff. I just want my mommy.
What if you were, let's just say you're a white person, right? Boom, credit score just went up. I'm just kidding. Hold on, let me pause my show. Okay, what if you're a white person, right? And you were adopted and you go to the show. I'm watching Long Lost Family. You go to the show, they find their parents, your bio parents, and then you find out they're racist, but you are married to a black person and you have black children. I'm just saying, sometimes them people just gotta keep living in your head, because that's not better to me. Meeting them and knowing that they're racist, but also that lets you know that you escaped something, because that could have been you. You could have been grown up in that environment, and you know racism is taught, honey. So you wouldn't even be married to your wife, and you wouldn't even have them kids messing around with them. Okay, anyway, let me get back to my show. I did want to show y'all how painstaking this whittling of this crown molding is, because I know I'm showing y'all in time lapse, but I felt like y'all needed to see how slow I'm going in real life and how much time it's taking. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry. I'm gonna get it, y'all.